Hi, this short tutorial is going to walk you through some of the features available on Illuminations Resources for Teaching Math's website. First, to find this website, you will go to illuminations.nctm.org. Once you're at the site, there are lots of different areas you can access. We're going to focus today on the interactive tools. I would like to point out that there are lessons available, featured mobile games, and also featured brain teasers in addition to the interactives that you can access here. I'm going to look over to the right here and point out that you can search the site based on lessons, interactives, and standards. Today we're going to just look at interactives, so I've checked the interactive box and I'm going to search by the NCTM standards. I've selected pre-K through 2 and geometry to get us started. If you choose to select by Common Core, you will select them by grade level and then search. Let's go. All right, so now that I've searched for pre-K through 2 tools under the domain of geometry, I have many results. Let's look at a couple of the results to see the type of tools that you might have access to using Illuminations. I'm first going to demonstrate dynamic paper. Dynamic paper is a tool that can give you specific geometric shapes or tools that you need in order to teach an activity in your class. So no more taking out the ruler and the markers and the pens and creating your own tools, because you can create it right here and export it as a JPEG or a PDF. Let me show you how this works. For example, let's say I need a deconstructed shape. I can select here on Nuts and then select the shape that I want the deconstructed blueprint for. Maybe I want a pyramid. I've got the number of sides that I need, and if I want all edges to be congruent or not. I can select my unit of measurement, and then once I have all my parameters how I want them, I tap Add. I can tap on the tool and make it larger, and I can even shade the different sides if I need to. Oops, got to follow directions here. So I need to select a piece. One too many here. And then I can hit paint and paint the different shapes by selecting a different color. And after I have it the way I would like it, I can tap PDF or JPEG and export this as a document out to my computer. Let me show you another tool. Let's say you need a number line. I can select the minimum and maximum values and how I want the tick mark shown, and I can even set it to show the proper amount of skipping. So do I want a tick mark every one, or do I want to practice with 2s, 5s, 10s, for example? I'm going to leave mine at 1 and then tap Add, and you'll see that I have a number line now added. And again, I can make this larger and give myself more space here. And once I have it the way I'd like it, I can export it as a PDF or a JPEG. Let's try another tool. Let's look at geometric solids. I think this one's really interesting. So let's say we're talking about a particular shape in class. Let's look at a tetrahedron. I can change the zoom level of this. I can select whether I want it to be transparent or shaded to show some dimension. And I can show the value of the sides. If I change it to net instead of solid, it will deconstruct my shape so I can see what it looks like in a 2D model versus a 3. And then change it back to solid to demonstrate how to put that piece together. Let's look at another shape. I'll try an octahedron. So I can make it larger. I can make it transparent to show where those folds would be on the other side. I can add shading to it. And then I can click Net and see how this is deconstructed. If it's too large for my page, I can just zoom it back out a little bit. If I have it how I want it, I can also print it. So again, those were just two of the many, many resources available for geometry in the pre-K through 5 grouping. There's not enough time to go through every single tool, but hopefully this will get you started in searching through and finding tools that might help you model concepts and procedures in your math class.